So when I first started in sales, I was given a script to use. Most of us are when we get going, especially in a job that requires we're on the phone a lot, interacting with prospects that don't have any kind of existing relationship with us. And so I was given this script. I was told this is what you say on the phone. It's a numbers game, so you're going to have to do it a lot, but eventually you'll start getting customers using this. And being new, and as most of us are when we first get started, I just bought it, right? I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use what they give me and assume it's going to work. So I did for 2 months. I called every day, hundreds of people using this script. And it went something like, hey, my name's Dave Schwendeman. I'm with Farmers Insurance. I'm an agent here in town. I specialize in working with people around their auto and home insurance. We've recently reduced our rates in the area, and I've been saving my customers up to 30% on their home and auto insurance. I'd love to get a free quote started for you today. Do you have a few minutes for me where I can collect some information? Now, after just 2 months of using that exact script, I had a total of 0 clients paying me. Yeah, so nobody actually signed up. It used it over and over again. It just kept hammering the phones, called a couple hundred people, and nobody bought. It wasn't working. And I'm really thankful for that now because I've learned since then why that's a terrible script. I'm not sure still why we all still try and use scripts like that. I often do get calls from salespeople trying to do the same thing. It just doesn't work. And what I want to do here is kind of break down. I've been doing some webinars on this, and the response from everybody has really been working for people. We'll break down why a traditional script like the one I just gave doesn't work, and then give you some examples of something that works a lot better. So that script specifically, number one problem with it, it is entirely about me. It is all me focused. It's all about myself, who I am, who I'm with. The customer needs to know that. Those are 2 good things to throw in there. But after that, the fact that I specialize in something, they don't care. The fact that I want to get a free quote, they don't care. The fact that I want to talk to them and take a few minutes of their time, now I'm asking for something. Number 1, they don't care about that. And number 2, I don't have the right at this point to ask for my customer's valuable time or my prospect's valuable time. I need to earn that right. And so that's the first thing that's wrong with it. The script is entirely focused on me and what I want to get from the person I'm talking to. The second problem here is that whole thing about saving 30%. Number 1, I had no idea if that was true. I learned since then it wasn't true. So I'm lying and I'm entirely price focused. So if I do happen to hook a customer with that line that people have been saving 30% recently, now I've got somebody who's entirely price focused. Okay? Not my ideal client to work with someone who only cares about price, because those clients tend to be very, very picky about if their bill changes ever. I'm probably going to lose them. If anyone else comes in with a lower price, I'm probably going to lose them. And there's not really any loyalty there. Okay? They're coming to me because it's cheaper. Not to mention the fact that if I do get them a lower price, I'm also cutting my own commission at that point, which means I now have to ramp up, get even more people paying me very little to make the money I want to make in this business. So a couple things wrong with that script. And like I said, thank goodness it didn't work well for me. Otherwise, I would have found myself inundated with price shoppers as clients. Not exactly where we want to be. So I started changing it up. I'm reading, interviewing really good people in my industry, learning from them, and started trying some different forms of scripts. And what I've landed on is one that worked really well for me when I was in the industry. I teach it to my clients now. They have huge success with it, and it works across all sorts of different fields. So whether you're in insurance, whether you're selling coaching, whether you're selling speaking, if you're a public speaker, whatever widget, solar panels. I just had a ductless heating system installed, so I could call and use this script for that. Okay, the ideas of it are really effective. And just sticking with insurance, because that's where I've used it, this script might go something like this. It would be, hi, my name's David Schwendeman. I'm calling this afternoon because I have some ideas that I think might help you save some money on your insurance premiums while at the same time protecting you in the case of a lawsuit. They could also be terrible ideas. You could hate them all, but I'd love to just share. And you know what? If these ideas don't work out, I'll get off the phone. Is that fair? Okay, so that script right now, something like that, you want to modify it so it fits you and your personality, does a couple things at the first one that the traditional cold call scripts doesn't do or don't do. Number 1, it's customer focused. Okay? I'm calling today because I have some ideas that I think might help you. Okay, so I'm focused on the customer. I'm not asking for anything. I'm not trying to position myself. I'm just offering some ideas. Secondly, I am hitting on price because price is a factor in buying decisions. I have some ideas that might help you save money on your insurance premiums. Okay, they might help you save money. I'm not telling them I'm saving people money. I'm not promising to save them money. I'm not talking about new lower prices in their area. I'm just going to share some ideas. Those ideas could take all sorts of forms, and you could end up paying more even, but saving in the long run. That would count as an idea that helps you save on your insurance premium. So I hit that price piece to get price conscious people. I then flip it. Could also protect you in the case of a lawsuit. So if I'm talking to somebody where price isn't the issue and their big concern is the assets that they have, right? Their autos, their home, maybe they've got retirement savings or some other investment accounts. Now I'm touching on that. So I actually get to come at it from two ways. One, save you money. One, protect you from something bad. So my chances of getting in with the client go way, way up at that point. Makes it much more effective. Then I flip the whole thing around. Okay? They could also be terrible ideas and you'll hate them. That right there takes this big wall of sales resistance that people have when they first get a call from us. It really drops that down. Okay, they already know I'm a stranger. I know I'm cold calling. There's going to be some sales resistance there. When I flip it and say that my ideas might not work for them, now they're usually open to hearing about them. Okay, now all of a sudden the sales resistance drops and I have somebody who can actually hear what I'm saying and is willing to listen to me through the rest of that call. And the last thing that I do that even drops that sales resistance even lower to the point where they're just ready to talk about whatever is I let them know if these ideas don't work, if these aren't good ideas and they're not a good fit for you, I'm going to go ahead and end this phone call. Now they don't have to be worried about being stuck on the phone with somebody for 30 minutes as I try and hard close them. Okay, so a lot of good things on that script. And again, it works across all sorts of industries. I try it all the time. It works in voicemails. We'll talk about that later. But really, really effective, and especially against the traditional cold calling scripts. Go ahead and try it out this week. See if that might help you.